Welcome to the life of a creator.
Yep.
Where your entire career can disappear in a day. Nas Daily, boycott Nas Daily. He abuses us. But the benefits of being a creator is fucking high. You are famous. Everybody loves you. You get so much money. You make $500,000 a month. I want to be able to impact the world without actually working. Without turning on the fucking camera.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited to have you.
We're starting?
Yes. You're such an inspiration.
Thank you.
You're doing so many things. So today we're going to talk about them.
I'm not sure if that's a good thing.
Well, no, I think in our world, having a lot of things is how you get to meet amazing people.
That's true.
And this is how you have the security, because one thing can disappear in a day.
Welcome to the life of a creator.
Yep.
Where your entire career can disappear in a day.
Exactly. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about how many videos you put out there in a day.
We probably upload 200 pieces of content per month at this point. 200 pieces of content per month, something like that.
This is going to be like 6 videos a day.
Something like that.
Yeah, and it goes onto TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. What else?
TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat.
Instagram. Sorry. It's the same piece of content.
And LinkedIn.
And LinkedIn.
But not as many. But yeah,
Okay.
it's the same piece of content.
So 1 minute video is your like...
Bread and butter.
Yeah. And so you create one video, you put it on the platforms, but you have platform-specific content. You have platform-specific content on YouTube. You have longer videos, right?
So the longer videos I only upload on YouTube and Facebook. Because that's the only way we can make money. And Snapchat. That's the only way we can make money.
For longer.
Yeah. So 90% of our videos we actually don't really make much money from.
So, and you post them for views, right?
We post them for branding, exposure. Also, we post them because they're actually, good messages that people need to see.
Yeah.
But it's more like, do it for the platform.
How long does it take you per week to create all the content?
How long does it take me?
Yeah.
So I'm very lucky that at this point, if you look at the Nas company, there's 140 people that work there. So I actually...
Just the content or also Nas Academy?
Also Nas Academy.
Okay.
So the content side, we're now 33 people. 10 of them only do the Nas Daily content. The remaining 20 do other stuff. So basically, it's like a team of 10, 15 people that is responsible for Nas Daily social media.
But it's still you in front of the camera.
Unfortunately, it's still me.
Yeah.
It's slowly changing. Now I'm introducing new faces.
Like a girlfriend.
My girlfriend, she makes the content. One of my other friends. I kind of don't want to make content anymore. Other than the videos that have significance to me, meaning the ones that are most meaningful. I just want to make those.
Okay, but you still do the content. So how long does it take you?
Oh, so now it takes me like less than 5 minutes, less than 10 minutes
Per video. But you do
1 minute
like
video.
batching, right? You probably sit down in your
Yes.
studio. How many videos can you record?
So for the audience, right, like for them to understand, right, to make a video, you need an idea, a script, a video shoot, a video edit, and somebody to upload. So there's 5 steps in this process. So right now, when we look at these steps, I don't do any video shooting anymore. I don't touch cameras. I don't do editing anymore, and I don't upload things anymore. I have people that help me do that. Capable people that help me do that. So I just look at the idea.
You look at the idea. Somebody comes up with the idea.
Somebody does the research at this point, yes. But we also have thousands of ideas that we've made before, and we also recycle. And I just, the script somebody does, and I just like make sure the script is fine. So that's it. That's all I do.
Okay, but like actually sitting down and filming would be like a day a month, and then you'd have the content for a month, or?
Once a week. Once a week, I sit down like this, and I just film 7 videos. This
is the cleanest honey in the world.
Sometimes we get a brand deal in which I have to go on the spot for 1 full day and make a video about a person. So those take full days.
Interesting. So sometimes the characters that are in your video are actually paid sponsorships.
Sometimes, yes.
Do you say that in the video?
So it's actually like less than 3% of the content. And we do not say that because, one, in the post, it's when we say thank you to XYZ, blah, blah, for making this possible. 2, it's like we don't live in America. So you don't actually have to say it.
Oh, different rules. But do you travel like everywhere to film those people?
Yeah.
Wow. How often do you travel?
So now I'm very lucky to only travel to make the videos that I want to make. I'll give you an example. The last time I traveled for a video was to go to the Bahamas to make a video about Sam from FTX, who's like this crypto billionaire that started an exchange and he wants to donate all his money. This was not a brand deal. This was just, I just wanted to make this video.
How do you reach out to them?
So that's the beauty of Nas Daily. Now, many people know it. It's like, how does CNN reach out to people? Well, everybody wants to be in CNN.
Do you have people who would reach out, or do you do it like yourself?
If you're like a CEO of like you're like a big deal, like I reach out myself. But otherwise, if you're like an interesting person around the world, my team reaches out, and 8 times out of 10, people know Nas Daily. So it makes the conversation much easier.
That's amazing. Yeah. And when you don't have to travel, you will have the team to go and shoot that person, and you will just record a voiceover?
Yes.
Is that how it works?
Yeah. Now, like 95% of my videos, it's just done remotely. Thank like the remote work. Thankfully for this remote work, and like this COVID made us change the way we think about creating content. In the past, I used to literally travel everywhere. Every video I wanted to make, I would send somebody on a plane. Every video, because I couldn't trust freelancers. But now I love freelancers.
So you would just find them on platforms? Like what do you use for finding them?
You know, my team has a list of, let's say, fixers. And like we look at it based on continents. Okay, in the continent of Africa, we have a couple of fixers. In the continent of Asia, we have like 5 fixers. And basically those fixers help us find the
local team.
The local team.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
How much, if you can share it, how much does it cost to maintain the team?
Oh, I'm very open with the numbers. The Nas Daily is 33 people. So number one is we're 33 people in Asia. Right, we're not in San Francisco.
You're in Dubai, right?
Dubai, Singapore, India, Philippines. Rule number 1, do not hire in San Francisco. Okay? Sorry. But it's very expensive to get the same work. So 33 people, so we look at salaries of, cost of salaries, probably $140,000 a month. Plus, you know, office and rentals and all that, and equipment, blah, blah, blah. You're looking at a cost of $160,000, $170,000.
Still a lot. Like
every
if you
month.
look at the creator economy, I don't think a lot of creators are able to sustain. And this has been profitable, right? So it's not like you raised money for it.
No, when Nas Daily has been profitable, yeah. So in terms of revenue, right, we roughly make 500, 600 a month.
Can you like rank the income streams?
Yes. So we're very lucky. But actually, ad revenue is only like, you know, just to give you context, and what I love about your channel is that your viewers are actually people in Silicon Valley who are influential in the way social platforms are designed. And so to them I say, you know, you got to work on the economics. Because we make, 600 million views or 500 million views a month. And out of those, for ad revenue, we make 150,000. Which is not enough to sustain.
Yeah.
So think about it. We reach 600 million people every day, every month.
Yeah.
But we cannot sustain more than 150. So the supplementary income comes from brand deals and productions, right? So now you look at Nas Daily not as a guy with a camera. Nas Daily is a storytelling house. And we work with different brands to tell their stories and create content for them.
Interesting. So they would come and tell like, hey, we want an Instagram profile, and you'll be like, oh, this is a strategy. This is, we're going to film it for you.
Yeah. And we also create with other creators. So we help other creators create content. If you're like a tourism board, you say, I want to work with 20 creators and I want them to come and travel to my country. He's like, okay, we can do it. What's your budget? $1 million, $500,000? We'll do it and we'll take 15% or whatever out of that. And so you can make revenue from that as well.
That's amazing. Are they local in like Dubai, Asia, or those like American companies?
We work with, I think we're global. I think our weakest like continent is Latin America, Africa, and Europe. And our strongest is like APAC and the US. APAC, Asia, India, US.
Got it. Cool. So, and in terms of like this 150K you said you're making from the platforms, what would be number 1 platform?
Last month, you would be surprised that it was Snapchat.
Really?
Yeah, do you know what that is?
I know what it. I never posted there. I was like, you can actually make money there
Let's talk.
with the same type of content you post on YouTube and TikTok.
Yeah. The problem is that it's invite only, right? And that's the issue. Is you need every piece of content now. You need to rejig it 5 times to be in 5 different platforms. It's a full-time job just to upload content.
Yeah.
But Facebook, Snapchat is number one. I'd say Facebook is number two. Facebook is really big. YouTube is actually not strong for us because we only make shorts now. Like 90% we do shorts, and shorts there's no.
But Shorts Fund,
It's like 10K max.
10K?
It's 10K max in the shorts fund, so it's really not that much.
Got it.
But here's another issue. If you're based in America, you make 10 times more money than if you're based outside of America, right? If you look at the Facebook Shorts, Facebook Reels, like they have programs in which they can give you $35,000 a month, just.
Well, not to every creator. Like I've never even heard about that program. You see?
That's why we have to be friends. You know,
Yeah.
The power of a network is that you hear it from the network. But yeah, like platforms are not good at telling creators what they do and how they do, like the opportunity on the platform.
Yeah, I don't think I also know like creators who get 35K from Facebook. That's interesting. Okay.
I know creators who make $1 million a month from Facebook.
Wow.
It's not me.
Do they get the same amount of views, or they just know people at Facebook?
They get more views than us. No, they get way more views than us, and their views are all 3 minutes and above, so they're long content.
And it's not like it's one person, right? It's probably a team like making, again, like, is there like a star?
It's two people.
Two people?
It's 2-3 people.
Well, that's interesting.
The world of creators is insane.
Okay.
It's 2-3 people. Now look, this is like the top of the top of the top of the world.
Yeah.
We only upload like once a week on Facebook now. Now if we want to maximize revenue, I think we can make 500 a month.
Wow, that's amazing. What is your future as a creator? How do you see yourself in 5 years as a creator?
Okay, so let's talk about race. Okay, race. People that look like me are not meant to be creators. People that look like me do not belong in
Why do you
Hollywood.
think so?
Well, I'm an Arab from a village in Israel. It's like I was born and raised as a second-class citizen.
I can tell the same. I'm Russian. Hello.
Yeah. It's
so
like, we're not like, this world has not been necessarily the friendliest to us. So growing up, I never saw myself in front of the camera. I saw myself behind the camera because of my insecurities.
Interesting. I think this is very personal. No, I just like, my opinion is that the world is open to everyone, and like also seeing people like eating huge sausages on TikTok, like with mayo, and like they don't look like Paris Hilton or whatever.
True. It's changing.
It's changing. It's democratizing, and I think there's.
Yeah. But you know what chip on the shoulder means? When you have a chip on the shoulder, you have it for decades. So anyway, the point I'm trying to say is my goal for the next 5 years is to build an organization that can take Nas Daily forward and that can find the next Nas Daily and help them with technology and with products. So I don't see myself in the next 5 years necessarily creating a lot of content with me in it.
But don't you think it's going to take away the soul? Like, because people are used to seeing you.
Yeah.
And there's a personality fit. You're like, it's just you with this energy. Like.
Yeah. True. That's true. I will probably only make videos, like one video a week that I care about. For example, right, 4 months ago, we had a chance to interview Bill Gates. And this video I want to make today, tomorrow, next year, and next 5 years. Talking to Bill Gates and making a video with him is an honor of a lifetime. And I just want to find all these people that I'm honored to make videos with and about and just do that. That's all I want to do.
Can you talk about Bill Gates? Like, how was it possible?
How is it possible?
Yeah, did he reach out?
No, we reached out. It's 2 years in the making. COVID came in the middle and just ruined everything. But I think, again, this goes to the power of a community and a network, right? My Harvard classmate knows somebody that works at the foundation. He was like, oh, did you see Nas Daily? The videos they make is very similar to what the foundation makes. You guys should do something. We reached out. He connected us. We reached out, and blah, blah, blah. So it's friend of a friend of a friend. Like even with Sam from FTX, friend of a friend, right? Unfortunately, that's how the way the world works.
Yeah. So it's not like you just email Bill Gates and he's there for the shit.
No.
How was it? Like, how was communicating with him? Were you able to make a connection, or he was just there for like to wave?
What I would say is, how many friends do you have that are 65 years old or 60 years old.
I don't think I have any.
Exactly. So at the end of the day, right, it's like when you look at like these successful humans, like even Obama. I mean, Obama is what, 50 years old? There's nothing in common between me and Obama. It's just I admire him, and I'm just like a kid to him, right? So when you meet your heroes, I've come to realize most of the heroes we respect and grew up with are actually pretty old, and so it's very difficult to strike relationships with them. Same with like Steve Harvey. You know, Steve Harvey, I hung out for 1 full week with Steve Harvey, making videos with him, and you know, there's nothing in common between me and Steve Harvey, and that's okay. I think a lot of people expect to like create incredible friendships with their heroes.
Yeah.
But
it
it doesn't
never
happen.
works. Yeah. Let's go back to you as
Yes.
a creator in 5 years. Do you think there is a risk that eventually, like when we talk about the companies, when the founder leaves,
Loses the soul.
Yeah, it loses the soul, and a lot of companies just go down. Like, how do you think about
Yeah, you can see it with Vice. You know, when Vice started, it was the founder basically making videos in North Korea, and everybody loved that. But now it's just different people, and it's just like a media organization that's worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Yeah, look, we're having an honest conversation. Nas Daily will lose some of the magic in the next 5 years. We will lose the magic. But I want to compensate that with an incredible technology company that is absolutely magical. You know, so that'll just happen.
Okay. Well, yeah, we'll talk about the company. One last question in the creator space. When you see all of the Nas Daily exposed videos,
I love them.
You love them?
I
so
love
what's
them.
your reaction?
Everybody loves a clown. Nobody hates on a clown. So if you want to build your entire career as a nothing and a be nothing and say nothing, then very few people will hate you. When you have extreme hate in the world, it means you also have extreme love. It's just that's the way it works. Nobody is only loved. Like, it does not exist. If you look at the people who changed the world, like Gandhi and Obama and all that, you know, their approval rating is 50-50. Yeah. So even the people we love, I don't even know if you like Obama, but I assume you do, because you live in San Francisco. So hate is part of the game. So the question is, why do people hate you? Okay, so now we have to be hated. So why do people? Now, if people hate you because if you're a sexual assaulter, then of course you're done, right? If you're like a killer or a criminal, you're done. If you're a fraud, you're done. But if people hate you because they don't like the way you talk, or because they disagree with the way you make videos, or because they have a politically different opinion than you, or they just hate Israel, or they hate Palestine, or whatever, that's great. Yeah, expose me more. Nas Daily is an Israeli Zionist. Expose me. Nas Daily, boycott Nas Daily. He abuses us. Yeah, expose me for that. That's great. The more resistance Nas Daily gets, the more I know we're getting bigger.
Interesting. So it's not like when you get hated for something, you're like, maybe I did something wrong, or like I watched the video with like fish market. Like they were talking about like how you manipulate people into fish market and like vegan stuff and all of that.
Oh, he's like, yeah, basically a vegan saying, I can't believe you made a video about a fish market. Yeah. And Nas Daily is exposed because he made a video about a fish market. That's a great reason to be hated. And by the way, I'm vegetarian.
Don't you feel that it is not fair? You're a vegetarian. Yes, you're making a video about market. It's not like you're killing fish. Like, hey, you're just making a video about something that is going on in the world. Like, why you hate it for that?
By the way, in my company, we don't have any meat. We have no meat policy. In all the creator dinners, we have no meat policy in my entire life.
I noticed that yesterday. Everything was vegan.
Yeah. So actually, and we've made 1 million videos about vegan meat and vegan fish and vegan alternative things. So actually, we've done more to support that person's mission than he did.
And so, because you're doing this, like, because I also get exposure videos.
Of course.
And like, my reaction would be, are you crazy? Like, I'm doing the exact opposite of what you're saying.
Do I feel like it's unfair? Yes. But every 5 minutes walking down the street, you get people say, I love you. It's actually, we are getting like it's a cost. This is the price to pay. But the benefits of being a creator is fucking high. It's like you are famous, everybody loves you. You are get so much money. You make $500,000 a month, and some random ass kid on YouTube makes a video about a fish. Yeah, make more of these videos. I'm making $500,000 a month. It's like, I think it's a fair trade.
Fair price to pay.
It's a fair trade, yeah.
Do you get recognized in the streets often?
Yeah, depending on the country.
What about San Francisco?
Never.
Never.
San Francisco maybe once every 30 minutes, once every hour.
That's great though.
Yeah.
That's amazing. What about like what is the number one country?
Oh, like in Israel, like once every 2 minutes. In Dubai, once every 1 minute. In Philippines, once every...
How do you live in Dubai then?
So it gets a little bit difficult. Nobody wants to hear another famous person complain about selfies. It's like there's bigger problems in the world. But I think, I have mechanisms to hide. So just don't wear the t-shirts, I can hide. You wear a hat, you can hide. Wear a mask, you can hide. So there's different ways I can hide from people. If I'm wearing the t-shirt, it's basically I am asking to be recognized.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Nas Academy.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Nas Academy.
My life changed because I became a creator. Creators like your job and my job could not exist 10 years ago. Impossible. So now there's new jobs that are starting, which is individuals who make content on the internet. People who have a community around them, right? Now you have 1 million people that love you on Instagram. That's a community around you. That could not exist 10 years ago. So basically, you're seeing a lot of these things happening. Now, what Nas Academy does is it helps creators monetize and productize their knowledge, their community. It helps them build educational communities. That's it. For example, building a business, right? We just talked about how I built the Nas Daily business. A lot of people should learn that. A lot of people should do the same as I do, and it shouldn't be waiting for you to make a video about it and ask those questions for people to learn. So I should share this knowledge on how to build a business with my community. And so technology, Nas Academy gives you the technology and the marketplace to be able to do just that. That's it.
Who is your competitor?
So the market for community and education is so large that there is no competitor. Like, the world needs a shit ton more classes and courses and communities that help you become better.
Do you think so? Like, sometimes in my opinion, like I made a promise to myself this year, I'm not buying any courses, just because last year I bought so many and I couldn't watch all of them. It was too overwhelming.
So I think the thing is, the reason you stop buying courses is because the way courses are created is actually bad. Courses are now basically video files. People selling you video files. Hey, I have a YouTube that's free, but here's another video that I'm not going to put on YouTube and you need to pay $100 for it. Like, get the hell out of here. What people should pay for is not video files, it's belonging and community and learning from others. So what Nas Academy does is cohort-based. So every class you buy, you're actually part of 50 to 100 other students that want to learn the same thing you do. So every time you buy a class from a creator in Nas Academy, you are guaranteed to make friends and meet others.
Did you build it internally, or are you relying on Slack or?
No, we build that. That's why we built Nas Academy.
So it's like, can I another name? Circle meets Teachable meets
Yes.
Maven meets Zoom meets everything. You build all the technology. Everything
Discord,
inside.
Circle, Maven, Zoom, Mighty. Those are basically companies that are building the same thing we are. We think our approach is different, and that's why we're very excited.
Because you're more like white glove, right?
We're more white glove, but we're also more of a marketplace. We give you distribution. If you put your class on Nas Academy, if you put your community on Nas Academy, not only your followers will join it, but also my followers and other people's followers.
But don't you think that we're buying courses? We do not buy courses from people we don't know. I would never buy a course from a creator that I don't know, because I follow someone and I want to be like them and I'm inspired by them. It's not like I come to marketplace looking for a YouTube course.
So Udemy had 650 million sales. There's been 650 million purchases happened on Udemy, and we don't know a single creator.
Their marketing was, I bought a course from them, like on baby
So
development.
you did then?
They had really good targeting. I think they targeted me once I had a baby, like right away. And there was this discount, like it was $99 course for like $2 or $5. I think it was like a lead magnet for them, but I bought it.
But there you go then. So you did buy a course from somebody you don't know. The truth of the matter is, people don't care about the creator. They care about what the creator will do to them, what the creator is teaching. So actually, you know, if I told you, hey, there's this community that makes you a better Snapchat creator, and it's done by this guy that is like really good. You actually don't know this guy before, but you do want to become better at Snapchat. So you will join that community. So one thing I learned over the last 1 year is that your brand does not go very far. The number of people willing to buy from Nas Daily is very low. But the people who want to become better creators is very high.
Do you have any stats for like if I put my course on Nas Daily and I
Nas
still
Academy.
advertise it, Nas Academy, and I advertise it on my socials, how much of the revenue would actually come from people who don't know me? Do you have those stats?
Probably 60%. That's why we're building it as a marketplace. One of our biggest creators, Nas Academy, has 30,000 followers.
So I think it's all about like the right kind of
what you will become after taking the class. No one, the creator is, nice, but it's what will I become after taking your class? I don't care about Marina, I care about what you will teach me. Everybody's selfish.
Interesting, because my thinking behind that was like people are paying to get more access to me when they're buying course.
So actually, even that, people may pay to get access to you. That's what we all think. That's what I also agree with. But in the end of the day, people enjoy it when they get access to your class, to their classmates.
Interesting. I like how you think about it. Can we talk about the metrics?
Yes.
Can you share like what? Because you spent you raised 10.
We raised 10.
You spent 5.
Yes.
Because it's available.
How do you know that?
It's available online.
Man, I speak too much.
Okay. But that was May 2021.
Now, when we raised $10 million last year. Okay. And we're actually about to close another round of funding.
Oh, nice.
So we'll have more.
Got it. But in terms of like revenue, so you're not profitable yet, right?
We're a San Francisco company.
You never become profitable. Right?
What is profit?
When then you sell. Yeah.
No. We have enough revenue. So we have revenue to be able to survive for an additional 2-3 years, no problem. The beauty of Nas Academy is that it generates revenue from consumers, but it also generates revenue from corporates and governments that want to upskill their employees.
Oh, so you get like B2B.
So B2B. So the idea is basically, even if I lose money on you teaching in Nas Academy, because I give you the majority of the revenue, even if I lose money on you, your class in Nas Academy, I can go and help you get B2B people to like take your class, right?
Do you own the content or the creator owns?
If we make it, if we help you edit and create and shoot, then we own the content, but you own the IP.
Okay, so you can't just go and sell it to some government without me.
Yeah. No, it's similar to Udemy, the way Udemy works, right? So people teach on Udemy, and then Udemy has a subscription plans for businesses and governments and big organizations, and they get access to your video, and then we compensate you based on watch time.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Which governments do you work with, if you can?
So we work a lot with the government of the Emirates. So Dubai is a state, so the Emirates is a federal country. We worked with government of Singapore. And then there's a couple of others, right? So it's like most governments move slow, but every now and then there's a government that actually moves like a corporation. It moves fast and has actual stakeholders. Those are the best to work with. And actually, we love making those videos because it's there's nothing to sell. You're not selling anything. You're not selling, hey, buy Coca-Cola, right? You're basically saying, hey, come live here, come travel here. And we've done this for all these countries for free. Yeah. So if a tourism board from Turkey comes and says, hey, let's do it together, it's like, yeah, I would have done it for free.
But then it's interesting when it gets political.
So we didn't do the political stuff. So we've never done, I probably shouldn't say, we've been approached for a political thing and we didn't end up doing it.
What's the future for Nas Academy? IPO, acquisition, lifestyle business that generates another like couple million for you?
You're in the business of creating meaningful content, right? Every video you make must have meaning, right? I've come to realize that the most meaningful thing you can do in my life is give somebody a job. I think giving somebody a job can change people's lives, especially if they come in and they learn and then, so that's really meaningful. So what I'm interested in, how can I build a large organization that gives opportunities to people and gives jobs? So 1,000-person organization. That's my next goal.
Wow, so you love managing people.
I hate it.
Okay.
But it's meaningful. Everything meaningful has its bad side. So I want to build. I know people talk about, oh, don't hire big, be a small team. But no, I want to build a large ass organization, and I wanted to give opportunity to people to grow in that organization, and that organization will also reach 100 million people. So I want to be able to impact the world without actually working. Without turning on the fucking camera. I'm so tired of the fucking camera.
How long have you been doing this as a career?
6 years.
6 years. Oh. Because I've been doing that for 6 years as well. I don't feel that much hate towards the camera. So yeah, IPO, selling the company, even when investors ask you, what you say?
What I don't like about the culture of startups is that a lot of people look at startups as a 5-year problem to fix. Let's say a 10-year mission. I think that's fine. It's fine, but I want to build one company in my life and that's it. Now your question is, well, you've already built 2 companies. Well, my goal is to eventually merge them and just build one company called Nas. Nas means people in Arabic. And under Nas, there is 20 subsidiaries. Nas Daily, Nas Academy, Nas Hotel, Nas Fun.
Oh, I like it.
Nas whatever, right? So yeah, and Nas Hotel, what does a Nas Hotel do? It builds offline community. So we just want to, what does a Nas Daily do? It creates videos that build community. Nas Academy, community of learning. So we want to just do that. So I want to build a Nas group for the next 100 years. And to do that, how do you create a very long company, a generational company? Well, 1, you need to be very careful with investors. 2, you need to be a control freak. If an investor has control over my company, is the day I admit defeat. And 3, you're gonna make enough revenue. That's it.
Okay, so you're not thinking about selling or IPOing. It's building this interesting.
You can sell subsidiaries. You can sell 30% of a Nas Hotel or 30% of a Nas Academy.
Yeah, and then they get exit.
Yeah, exactly.
What about the family? Are you thinking about it? You mentioned family. Is it something your girlfriend is tuning in?
She's tuning down. Oh, she's tuning in. Yeah. Well, so I have some issues in my relationship, which I'm very public about.
Yeah, I think you made a video about you fighting.
Yeah, my girlfriend doesn't want kids, unfortunately. So maybe you guys should be friends.
What about you?
I want kids, but I want kids. I feel like, and you're gonna find this slightly offensive, but I think it would be interesting to build a human, right? So we build videos, we build companies.
No, it's super interesting, of course. And then every time you get a new kid, it's a completely different human.
Yeah,
so you don't know what to expect. Yeah, it's like a surprise.
Oh, okay, so you agree that it's a fascinating endeavor.
Of course. Okay, let's do a quick 3-second questions, and then we're done. Best movie?
Probably the last movie I watched.
What was it?
I don't remember.
When was it?
Maybe on a flight. I'm not a big movie guy.
Got it. Your biggest inspiration, a person who inspires you the most?
Mark Zuckerberg.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Even with all the controversy,
The controversy. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think the world is completely wrong. Just to be clear, the world is wrong on many things.
Yeah.
The fact that a lot of people agree on something does not mean they're right.
I love that. Okay, and last one. Los Angeles or Dubai? Long term.
Dubai,
Yeah.
1,000,000%.
Why?
The center of the world is shifting. Los Angeles is not the center of the world anymore.
So you agree with Ray Dalio? Have you seen his video?
Yes.
About the New World Order?
I've read the book.
The new one?
The new one, yeah. What is it? The Changing World Order, right?
The Changing World Order.
Amazing. Yeah, center of the world is moving to Asia. And if you are not seeing these tectonic shifts, then you are going to get into some crazy surprise in the next 20 years. So I want to be where the center of the world is heading. I just want to have a 10-year heads up. You know, and I think the center of the world is heading to Dubai, to Singapore, to China. The people in these countries right here, they work 10 times as hard as the people there and there. They work like crazy. For them, a job is life and death. For them, economic prosperity is life and death. They are just as talented. They are just as smart, right? Theoretically, 1% of every race is a genius. In that case, there's a lot more people in China and India than in Sweden.
Nas, thank you so much.
Thank you.
It was amazing.
Thank you, Marina, for having me.
Yeah, thank you for honest answers. When I interview like people, sometimes it's really hard to get honest answers. But thank you. That was great.
I hope you don't use these honest answers against me, whoever is watching.
This is not what I specialize in.
The audience it's the audience that I'm scared of. Thank you so much for having me. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.